Does God exist? This is the question that we are going to answer in this episode. Those who believe already that God exists would say these words are not for me. Actually, even a deep believer in the existence of God needs these episodes. Why? I will mention 6 important benefits that we call deepening the roots, having a good belief in God, building the motivation, steadfastness and perseverance, realizing grace, reviving pride. The first benefit is deepening the roots. Certainty comes in levels, not just one level. How? Isn't a person either a believer, a doubter, or a non-believer? Isn't certainty a firm belief that is not mixed with doubt? Yes, but this belief itself is at levels. When you believe in the existence of God with a firm and decisive belief that is not mixed with doubt, you have crossed the required line. That is, you have escaped the attraction of doubts and hesitation. But people after differ in their soaring. Enter a garden and look at its trees. They are all living trees standing on their stems. Yes, but are they the same? Of course, they are not the same. You will find a tree with roots close to the surface of the ground, which will be easy to uproot, while you will find others that are deeply rooted and difficult to uproot, and you will find others that are more deeply rooted and deeper. There is no hope of uprooting it at all. It may be cut down, killed, but it will not be uprooted. Likewise, the certainty in the souls as well. These trees are never equals in their fruitfulness. Some of them are of no benefits, except themselves, and some of them are some whose fruits fall on the people, and they seek shade under their shade. The same applies to certainty. Therefore, even the person with certainty needs to water the tree of his certainty, so that it does not dry up and die, but rather grows, bears fruit, is beneficial, and strikes its roots deep. This series is to make you enjoy the coolness and reassurance of certainty. The second benefit, having a good belief in God. Our way of dealing with the evidence of the existence of God Almighty will not be dry. Rather, what is intended in it, in addition to deepening the certainty of His existence, is also to deepen the love for God Almighty and the certainty of His justice, wisdom, and mercy. Whenever you look at the evidence for the existence of God, then at the evidence of its validity, you become more certain of His mercy and that He establishes all these evidences, and you say to yourself, "Oh, all this evidences, all these proves how merciful my Lord is to His servants." You will become more certain of the justice of God Almighty when He punishes people who disbelieved in Him. After all of this, and you will truly know that people have no arguments against God after all of this, and no excuses. There are believers who are certain of the true existence of God, but they have a real problem in this issue, and they have the feeling that why the infidel will be punished while they are not convinced of the existence of God. This causes the servant who has faith in God to fall into mistrust of God's mercy and justice. Faith in God is composed of belief, actions of the heart, actions of the tongue, and actions of the organs. Belief, as we said before, is not at one level, and it needs empowerment, consolidation, and watering. By contemplating the evidence of His existence, glory be to Him, and the actions of the heart's love of God, certainty in His justice, and good belief in His wisdom and mercy. This also requires contemplating the evidence of His existence, glory to be Him. And if you have belief while the actions of the heart are confused and the suspicion is not good, and in the chest embarrassment, the light of belief will remain obscured. Therefore, the certainty that we are talking about is 2 certainties. Certainty in the existence of God and certainty in the evidence of God's existence is sufficient, satisfactory, clear, and binding, upon which the argument against creations is based. The third benefit is the formation of motivation. Certainty, in the sense that we explained, is your driving force for everything after that. It is the engine that, according to its strength, you will start and be able to overcome obstacles and climb mountains. Whenever you master the issue of certainty, there is nothing in front of you except work and set off with energy on the path of paradise, and the wellspring of your energies stored up in serving the religion of God, staying upright in His command and calling to Him with determination, steadfastness, and perseverance. Whenever you water certainty, activity will be renewed and apathy will disappear. If there is a defect in the roots, the effect will spread to the fruit. The fourth benefit is perseverance and stability. We are in a time of temptations. How many people have been stripped of their faith by these temptations? It is the duty of the believer to fortify himself and plant the roots of his certainty in the ground in order to steadfast in the face of the storms of temptation and to strengthen those around him. The fifth benefit to you as a believer from reviewing the evidence for the existence of God Almighty is the realizing God's blessing upon you, while you're seeing the big difference between the believer in the existence of God and the one who denies him. The sixth benefit is the revival of pride. While contemplating the evidence of the existence of God, you feel pride and harmony with yourself as you demonstrate the rituals of your religion and call to it, because you realize that you are upon the clear truth and that what you demonstrated and called to it, and in what others have been weak in among the rituals of your religion, your calling, you are enjoining what is right and forbidding what is evil, that they are all fundamentally based on the greatest and highest truth, the validity which you do not hesitate for a moment. For all these reasons, these episodes in which we are going to discuss the evidence for the existence of God will not be useful or important just for the hesitant or non-believer or denier researcher for the truth, but also for every believer, so that you can deepen your roots, improve your belief in your Lord, strengthen your motivation steadfast, realize the blessing of God upon you, and revive the pride in yourself. In the next episode, we will begin with the innate evidence of his existence, glory to be him, and answer the question, does God exist? See you in the next episode, and don't forget to share the video and support us if you were convinced. Thanks for watching.